1, 2, 3, let's go!
All right, y'all, welcome. Hey, here's the deal.
Welcome.
This episode of the Basic Pod is brought to you by Crystal's Juice.
Yes.
So, Crystal, bring us through what is going on with the juice here. Why is it orange? Why does it smell like ginger?
Ooh.
Why can I only have one
Does it
sip
smell
and
like
then
ginger?
my
It does
throat
not.
burns? And then
Why?
why do I have to wear a diaper
You
while I
are
drink this?
extremely
Stop it.
extra.
No, bring us through your juice.
I will
your
bring,
juice.
I'll bring you into it.
Bring
You
it
ready?
through. Bring us through I want your theology of juice.
Oh.
Because a lot of people
Oh.
have strong feelings about a lot of things. Yours is juice for some reason. You've chosen juice to be something that you're fighting about. So tell us what's up with that.
I'm juicing with Jesus, not
Juicing
for
with
Jesus.
Ho.
With Jesus. Don't stop acting up.
This smells
Y'all,
like
listen.
smells like sandal juice.
That's gross. Sandal juice?
Oh, but
Sandal juice.
that tastes like
okay,
heaven.
so here's
Oh,
the
no,
thing,
that's
y'all.
good.
This is what's in the juice.
That's good.
Carrots, apples,
That's
oranges,
good.
a little bit of ginger. This man can't
Oh,
taste
he
the
does have
ginger
ginger.
because the 12-year-old can't taste the ginger that lives in my house.
Is there a mango in there?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Way too expensive of a fruit. Do you understand? Bowling on a budget.
What notes did you get?
What notes?
Oh, when I tasted it? Let me taste
Yeah.
again.
Listen.
Little Chardonnay 95.
Ooh.
A little Valley.
I-
What is?
I live on EBI's
Maybe it's
campus.
bananas I'm tasting, not
You
mangoes.
aren't. I
Is there
can't
an
juice
apple?
banana. It is apple.
See?
I can't juice bananas.
So I'm tasting two things aren't even in here.
You're tasting
Oh, man.
apples,
Apples.
oranges, and a butt ton of carrots.
Oh man, that is honestly
good.
delicious. Thank you so much. Well, hey,
So
here's the
good.
deal.
That is
We
delicious.
have an amazing guest with us today.
We do.
Yeah.
Someone that I really, I want to look up to, but I'm like a foot taller than. But I know it's someone that looks up to me. But in my heart, I always look up to her. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my wife, Jodi Seidler.
Yes, thank you.
Jodi J in the house. And here's the deal. Jodi is someone who she served as a
Yeah.
missionary for many years.
Yeah.
Jodi is someone who now continues to lead and love on missionaries. It's
Yeah.
like part of her job, working at Elim Fellowship, the director of international growth,
Yeah.
an absolute killer. She's a traveling
She's a
speaker.
baddie.
She is a baddie.
She's a savage.
That's what she is. The mango and banana in
Oh.
my
There's
juice.
no mango and banana.
There isn't.
in
but-
Exactly, but
exactly,
you are that
are.
in there.
You are.
That's
You
nice.
are the person.
I see it.
I'm sorry, Ian. I'm getting so close to this thing. I'm like really up on this thing. But here's the deal.
gonna be able to take
We're
off
going
my
to interview her today, and we're going to talk to you about missions.
Yeah.
Talk about BASICGO,
Basic
which is
Go.
we launched. I actually want to talk about like the origins of that too, of like how it started and what that
Origin
looked like.
story.
Orange. I'm like all juiced out right
Orange.
now. The orange story. But before we do that,
Yes.
there's a few things that we have to do.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
The first of them is we need to think of a theme song.
Yeah.
And
no.
so
I need you to bring us in, Alex. You
Oh,
guys,
gosh.
Alex is going to be giving us a taste of a theme song in these episodes. And so you guys need to tell us which one is the best. Like, share, comment below.
yeah. So
Oh.
what I'm gonna do is what's going on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you my Chris Tomlin version
Ooh.
of the Basic Pod theme song. Here we
Okay.
go. 3, 2, 1. Our pod is greater.
Stop it.
Our pod is
Wow.
stronger.
Okay.
Pod, you are higher than. What do you think?
I think it's a little sacrilegious, maybe.
Okay, we're not gonna go with that one. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I
that's all we
definitely.
no.
Well, that was it, folks.
Other ones, and
We'll try another one
every
next time.
episode that's in this, as we release our first ones, we're kind of just like checking it out. So I'm sorry, Chris. Thank you for submission, but we can't use what you sent us. So
Exactly.
we're gonna try to figure something else out. The other thing that we're gonna do is that before we jump into interviewing you, Jodi, talk
Yes,
about that.
I'm
Is we're
ready.
gonna have what we do every podcast, story time.
Yeah.
Because we want to share about God's faithfulness, stories of changed lives.
Yeah.
So Crystal,
Oh.
give us what's up. Give us a
I got
crazy
you a good
story.
one.
Give us a story of Jesus changing lives.
I got you guys with a crazy, crazy story. Make sure that Bluetooth speaker's off. Because
No,
here,
we're good. You're
You
good.
did? You turned
Yep,
it off?
I think
so.
so.
Here's the thing, y'all. I have my 12-year-old nephew living with me. I've told you guys about this so many times. But here it is. King had to bury his fish.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
And the boy, when he moved in with me,
This
guys,
is a great story.
he did not love Jesus. He was so like, don't you ever take me to church. This boy wants to go to church.
He loves
And
Jesus.
listen, he's in church on Wednesdays.
Come on.
On Fridays.
Come on.
On Sundays.
He'll probably show up today.
He probably will show
I
up
guarantee
today.
he'll
I
be out
actually
here
told him, I said,
sometime.
don't come. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, Jesus
and-
is changing his
and
life.
Changing his life. And so he used to hate praying. Now he wakes up praying, y'all.
Does he really?
And I
Come
wanted
on.
to share a little something special
Yes,
with y'all.
please do.
This prayer that he prayed over his fish. Okay,
Yes.
y'all.
Tell us about the fish. What happened to the fish? Who was
Oh,
this fish?
okay. So
He passed away, right?
yeah, the fish passed away.
Okay,
His
pet
name
fish.
was the
Fish
pet
passed
fish.
away, yeah.
It was his first pet ever. Its
Oh,
name
my
was
goodness.
Charm.
Oh no.
It was originally Charmer, but he thought that sounded a
Charmer?
bit female-ish, and it was a
Charmer.
male beta fish.
Yeah, no, Charm is good. That's
So
good.
it
How do
came.
you know if a fish is male?
I don't know. They told us, and so we believe them.
Okay.
They said the males are less aggressive, which I just don't believe.
Hold up. let me
Was
look
it a
this
man
up.
that told you this?
Exactly.
I want us to think this out. How do you know a fish is male?
I
or
don't. He
female?
can't lay eggs.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying there's probably some very, very obvious things that make it like this is a male fish and that's a female fish, right?
I am.
I'm just saying.
okay.
If anyone has any thoughts on this, just comment below, and we'll make sure to bring
gonna
you
be
in
like,
as a
we're gonna put
fish
words in there.
expert on our next one. So okay, so let's set it up. So
real
Charm
quick,
passes away sadly.
Charm did not pass away sadly. King
Okay.
was deep in his emotions
Okay.
and wanted to show that he did not need anyone.
Okay.
And poured his fish down my bathroom drain.
Okay,
But it
so
got
fish was
caught
mur-
in
fish
the
was-
marbles.
fish
So
was
I
mur-
had to tweezer it out. And it was still alive, y'all.
Fish was murdered. Charm was murdered.
And so my boy,
Okay, now bring us to now. We're at the funeral.
so we're at the funeral,
Yeah.
right? And then this child, he starts to pray. So I'm gonna play you a little bit of the prayer.
Mm-hmm.
If I can do that for y'all. Let me just bring y'all into this.
And how you could just give me my wonderful fish. And I'm sorry I didn't dress him up before he died. Can't see, sorry.
He wanted to baptize the fish, y'all.
And
But he's in water already.
I hope you accept his freshness before he goes up there. Jesus. Passing on to my Chelsea.
There were other people at the fish funeral. Y'all, hold on. Let's just fast forward real quick.
Thank you for Charm. Thank you for King.
I'm praying.
Hold on, get to his prayer at the end.
The prayer at the end. Here it is.
For,
Here it is. Here it is.
for your blessing as Charm moves on. Lord, I'm gonna let King close in prayer, and then I'll read a verse over Charm. Close us out. Lord, thank you for my dad, homie. No. Miss you, G. Amen.
Y'all, that was it. So tell me that Jesus ain't moving in this boy's life.
Oh my
He
goodness.
wanted to baptize this fish. He wanted to make sure that
Yo.
I preached a sermon at this fish's
That's it.
funeral.
Oh my gosh.
I wasn't ready, y'all. So I think that is such a story of making disciples. We're
Yes.
just making disciples in our homes.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I got for y'all. That's what I got
Oh,
for you guys
King.
today. Know this, that my boy King,
No, man, he's loving Jesus.
Loving
he's surrounded
Jesus.
by it. This is what discipleship looks like.
it does.
Sometimes it's a process.
It
Other
definitely
times it
is.
takes key moments in someone's life to realize, okay, I need to follow him. And obviously King is getting that experience.
He is.
He's already a minister. That's amazing.
Honestly.
Oh my god.
I can't wait to see him go to the nations, Jesus.
Oh, he's gonna be in there. He's gonna be a basic leader soon, man.
The-
We're gonna get him plugged into a basic group. He's gonna be a basic advisor. He's gonna change the world. Okay, here's the deal.
Yeah.
We want to interview you, Jodi Seidler.
Yeah.
Because we know that your time is like very precious. You don't have a lot of time. You're very busy. But as we always do,
Watching Hallmark.
as we always do,
Doing puzzles.
when we interview a guest, you
Yes.
also have to do a puzzle while
Yeah.
we interview you. So I'm gonna bring our puzzle basket over. You can choose one.
Jodi, why don't you sit that cup on the table? I just feel.
Too nervous, Crystal.
I
Why
am.
don't you choose one?
You pick
Let us know
anyone.
what's up.
The metal ones are already out on the bottom, so you don't even have to get those. Here, let me show the people while you pick your puzzle. Hand me that package in your hand.
This one.
And you can
Yes.
dig through. So, folks, these are world-class puzzles. You have
there they are.
8 options of different ones.
That's not bad.
Our boy Greg Falco defeated these in one of my staff meetings like nobody's
We will
business.
never have Pastor Greg on this podcast
he
because
will
he's
do
actually
all of our
too good at
puzzles.
these.
So I already
He
know how
is.
to do this one. So
Okay,
I'm
so no-
picking this
okay,
one.
good.
Oh, that one is, yeah.
Just throw it in there. Bonk. Okay. Awesome. So here's the deal. Honestly, an intro of
Yes.
Jodi. She is my wife. We've been married for 11 plus years. We love the Lord. We've done missions together. She
Yeah.
is a key player at Elim Fellowship in missions and leadership. She's a part of the Maid
Yes.
movement, which is an amazing movement of young ladies all around the world. What's happening?
I dropped my phone.
Okay, that's fine. You can throw it to the ground. And so, but honestly, she has a tremendous heart for this generation also. So
Yeah.
I know that she loves basic. She loves the nations. And so Jodi represents someone who's on the Elim team of Elim Fellowship, but also
You gotta stop doing your puzzle.
really
I
instrumental.
thought I'm supposed to
Did
do
you
it
just
the
get
whole
it?
time.
Did you just get it?
She's about to get it.
Okay, if you
I
get
know
it, it's
that.
fine. You throw it down.
Oh, okay. I
No,
was
it's
like,
fine.
she can't do it until she starts talking.
Oh, no, it's fine. You can get it and just throw it down once you're done.
Wow.
Oh, I don't
Just let you know,
it yet.
I solved this one the other day.
No, you
It was
didn't.
In like
intense.
3 seconds.
He did.
Shut up.
Yeah.
It was like the Holy Spirit gave him a straight up word.
Well, it kind of like fell out of the thing. I hadn't really saw. I was like, oh, okay. there
Don't
it is.
tell her. Don't tell
So
her.
here's the deal. So Jodi is someone who is extremely passionate for the nations, has a passion for this generation.
Yeah.
So Jodi, I'm going to ask you,
Yes,
like,
I'm
can
ready.
you talk about 3 years ago, when we were first starting to talk about, before it was called BASICGO, which is taking basic students, young adults from
Yeah.
anywhere and everywhere on missions trips to go overseas, domestically and internationally.
Yeah.
Talk about though 3 years ago, we were transitioning from being missionaries, and we
Okay.
were getting into the place where we were like, we just need to do trips. We're not sure what to do.
Yeah.
And bring us through that moment where kind of BASICGO was started.
Sorry, I was distracted by
I know you
I
were. It's
saw
okay.
how focused that face was.
Yeah,
I was like,
I know.
my girl's out here doing this.
She's
puzzle.
trying to like multitask, and it's
It's not
amazing.
working.
I know. So tell us about 3 years ago. Well, you don't have to just do it the whole time. It's fine. You just
Okay.
do it while we're
3
talking.
years
whatever.
ago about the heart of it. Was that the question?
The heart and start of it.
Like, how'd you
why
start
is
this
this?
thing?
Why is this so important? What was on our hearts 3 years ago as we were thinking it through?
Yeah, I think for 3 years ago, as we were thinking through just having young adults experience the nations, one, because it was such a big part of our lives.
Yeah.
Correct.
Growing up, I did mission trip growing up. When I was in third grade, that's when I went on my first mission trip.
Wow.
And so the impact that it had on my life, not only seeing the nations and other cultures and seeing how God is moving in other nations and how we can be a part of it, was just such a pivotal point, a turning point in my life. And
Yes.
then as we work with missionaries all over the world, we see the needs that are there.
Correct.
And missionaries are constantly calling me, and when I talk with them saying, hey, we have this opportunity, and this opportunity, and this opportunity, and
Yeah.
the need is so great. Like, I'm running around to 5 different churches and all these different ministries, and we just need help. The harvest is so plentiful over here. Like, we can use people, just send them. And so,
Let me interrupt
yes,
you.
I'm
It's
ready.
crazy how many missionaries and pastors overseas we talk to where they say, we have all these needs, we need all this help. And then we talk to young people over here,
Right.
and they're like, "I want to change the world." And there's like,
No
it's like
bridge.
Jodi's in a position where she hears both.
Yeah.
She
Right.
hears pastors and missionaries going, "I wish we had young people to help us change the world."
Yeah.
And then we have young people at conferences and conversations and different moments and phone calls and small groups that are just like, God's telling me to change the world, all this stuff. So Jodi, you're hearing. This is why BASICGO is so important, because it hears the tension
yeah.
of both sides.
Yeah.
Young people that are like, I want my life to count. I want to make a difference.
Yeah.
I know I can do that here locally, right in my own backyard with my neighbors, with my family, with people that I'm around. But also, I want to do it on a macro scale that's bigger.
Yeah.
And so, as you're sharing, I'm like, this is the true heart of it. Is that you're in a position where you're constantly hearing both sides, and someone needs to be the middle woman,
Wow.
not the middleman. Middleman
Right.
is so last year.
So that
It's a middle woman.
It is a middle woman, and you're
Not a
doing that,
midwife.
Jodi.
Not a midwife.
Yeah.
Not a
middle woman.
midwife.
No, not
Midwives are
midwife.
great. We love midwives.
Listen, hey, shout out to all the
Doulas.
midwives out there.
Yes,
I know that you
doulas.
sponsor this podcast. Oh, okay. Speaking
Go
of
ahead,
midwives.
Jodi. Go
Oh, yeah.
ahead.
Thank you, Joe. Midwives, they have a major arrangement with us to sponsor this podcast. So shout out to all the midwifery going on out there. Keep it up.
We appreciate you.
Can I just say something to them? Don't slow down.
Don't slow down. I don't know.
Don't-
What?
Don't slow down the midwifery. Just keep on going. Keep on going. No, we were saying That is what Jodi does.
Yeah.
She is the middle woman tension
Literally,
to help
Jodi,
match these things together.
I want to be like goals right now. I know that I'm
Yes.
sitting between two of my favorite bosses. I have
You're
4.
sitting between us.
But no, I'm not.
Is someone on your other side? What is going on?
Jesus.
I'm like, I'm over here. Hi.
I'm sitting with two of my
Yes.
favorite humans.
Yes.
And I have to say, Jodi,
Yes.
goals. Like,
100%
I want to
goals.
be like you.
you.
I want to be like you when I grow up. I'm so blessed to work with you and work alongside you and further the nations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go to the nations. I said further the nations. Further the kingdom,
the
of the
kingdom of the
Lord.
Create new nations. That's what we're gonna do.
It's
New
what she
nations.
does every day. I'm telling you, every day I go through her emails. I'm joking. Every day I track her
my
phone
phone.
calls. No, I know. I can see her calendar. She's talking to pastors, missionaries, young people.
Wow.
People that are 21 years old, people that are 41, 61.
Wow.
People are just saying, we want to make our lives count. Can you help us?
Can you tell
And that's
me
Jodi's heart.
exactly how loud do you have to speak to talk to the boomers?
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
WTB, what the boom.
What the boom?
Oh, yeah.
That was my what the
boom.
boom moment.
So Jodi, you're living in this space, and with BASICGO was like a response to that opportunity because
Yeah.
there's a major opportunity. So tell us about leading up to that the first trips you went to were India, Kenya, and Japan.
Yeah.
I cannot believe I remember that right now.
I'm so
know.
proud
Did
of
not
you.
prepare for this whatsoever, but the Lord brought that back.
The only thing on my screen has been Hallmark.
Jehovah, you're
on.
watching Hallmark as we record.
Not right now. Not right now. I paused it.
Oh, that's good. But bring us through like those why those are significant. What was
Yeah.
that process like? Jodi pretty much championed that whole thing for Basic and
Really?
for Elim. It was a collaboration. She like ran the whole thing. It was amazing.
Wow.
Bring us through, Joe.
Sure. So one of the things that's so significant about short-term trips is one, it gives a college students or young adults the opportunity to taste and see, to see
100%.
if this is something I can do long-term. Because
Yeah.
nowadays, if you ask a college student or a young adult to say, hey, will you give a year overseas or 3 years, like a
That's
3-year
true.
commitment? It's like you're talking to someone that's like a deer in the headlights. They're like that's like you're asking for my firstborn. It's so to get that taste and see mentality.
true.
And nowadays the world, it's so you can get anywhere in the world in like one day.
In one day, you
You
go
can be anywhere in
That
the
is
world.
amazing.
And so
with your Vax card.
With your Vax card.
Also a sponsor of the show. Just saying. What's our saying?
CDC.
Stay
Stay.
positive
Oh yeah.
and test negative.
You're taking my dad joke. I didn't even think about that. Yes.
We say it every podcast.
Every
we slide it
podcast.
in somewhere.
Slide it
Stay
in.
positive.
Yes.
I wasn't. That moment would have been perfect for it.
I know.
I'm
the
sorry.
world. I mean, the world is not flat unless you're like that. Then it's like God bless you. We love you. But when it comes to travel, the world is flat, right? It's like
Yes.
we can get anywhere we
Yes.
want to in
Anywhere.
one day.
And so it's a great opportunity for young adults to experience the world and to taste and see, is this something I can picture myself
100%.
long term?
Right.
And once you're there, when your eyes are open to the need, it does something to you.
Yeah.
It changes
That's very
something, a
good.
part of you, and you can see maybe how God wired you, how He made you, and how you can make a difference. How you can make a difference in this situation, in this the need that's there, that you can fill that need with your college degree,
That's
with
so
whatever
true.
it is. Because sometimes we think, oh, like I'm a musician, so that's the States. Well, you can be a musician anywhere in the
Come
world.
on, yes
Right.
you can.
You can use your medical degree anywhere in the world. I'm
Yes.
working
So
with
good.
a young man right now who's going to be going on a 3-month medical mission trip.
Go young man,
I
go
know,
young
which
man,
is
go.
fantastic.
Go young man, go young man, go.
Hey,
Go
go.
young man,
Go,
go young man,
go,
go. Where's
go.
he going?
He's going to Mexico.
Roca Blanca.
Vámonos, muchacho. Vámonos,
Send him,
muchacho.
Jesus.
Yes.
Ándale.
And so
That might be Spain. The Morocco, I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know.
But he's using what he's studying,
Yeah.
what he knows,
And
what
go.
he
Yes.
understands,
Go.
and doing it in a context where there's tremendous
And they're
need.
going to be going into villages, like hiking like a
on,
day
man.
or two into the villages,
Yeah.
into these places where they don't have medical doctors or equipment,
yeah.
and the need is
Totally
so huge.
necessary.
Yeah.
I just heard from this base in one village trip, they saw like 100 and some plus people that came to receive
So
medical
wild.
treatment.
Wow.
And so
That's wild.
it's just when you're there, you can see how, oh God, now I know why I'm studying this degree,
Yeah.
or now I know why this is in my life, or I have this gifting, and
Right.
God can put together the pieces. And so part of the trips that we choose, we're also very strategic in where we're sending people.
Yeah.
So
This is
you
very
mentioned,
important. This is very important.
like we went to Kenya,
Kenya,
India,
yeah.
and Japan. And so
Fire trips.
for BASICGO, you partner with Elim Fellowship in these missions trips. And Elim Fellowship, we have missionaries all over the world.
Yes,
and so
we
as
do.
I'm receiving and hearing these needs from missionaries, I say, okay, let's connect people to where we can potentially see them long term.
Yeah.
Where if they're getting a heart for this, that they can go long term to these nations. And we try to pick strategic locations and nations. So, for example, Japan was the second largest unreached people group in the world.
Wow.
Which is crazy to think about that right now.
Yeah.
Japanese people, which are they're in Japanese culture is so advanced in technology.
So advanced.
They're like ahead of us in so many ways as like America.
Yeah.
The second largest unreached people group on planet Earth.
That
And an
is
unreached
wild.
people group is not just like, oh, we need to reach them so they're unreached. No. Unreached people group is a category of less than 2% of a population of
Yes.
people
Wow.
is not saved.
Wow.
So like it's like a crazy stat to think. And so that's one of the reasons like God put this on our heart when we came in and joined Elim Fellowship at the big level of missions. Japan was just a nation that was on our heart. So we had to go there.
Wow.
Yeah, so
It's
we have
crazy.
connections in Japan, and they're saying,
Great
hey, we
connections.
need
That's
people.
wild.
Alex and I, we flew over before we did the BASICGO trips to scout out to
Scout
see,
it out, man.
like, hey, could this be a collaboration that we
Yeah.
could do to send
Hit
people?
the sushi bar with the
It was
sushi that rolls by
fantastic.
you on the
What?
thing and you
Yes.
just take it off.
And you could, like,
Stop.
order, and then they would, like, it was like a little, if you would order one, they would, like, shoot, and then would
shoot
go
it out to you and you
shoot it
just
out.
man.
It was very good.
I've never had a whole meal of sushi before. Let's just talk about this.
Yes.
I've never had a whole meal
I used to
of
be
sushi
scared
before
of sushi.
Wow.
until that day. And I'm telling you, Crystal, can I just be honest with you?
I want to go.
For the first time in my life, can I be honest with you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I crave sushi now. So here's the deal. Before I went to Japan, I was actually a sushi hater. I was on the side of
He would
like,
make fun
it's
of
a
sushi.
fad.
No.
People like it because it's a
No.
cool thing. I
Yeah.
was kind of on that side. I went to
was.
Japan, my world, and I was a missionary for 12 years. Okay, missionary for 12 years. But I went to Japan, had sushi for one meal. It was a whole lunch, and I'm sitting there going, "What am I doing?" We ate raw. I'm not going to say the type of animal. It was horse. Okay, raw horse meat. I know it's going to offend a lot of people.
Was
I
it
didn't
horse
choose
or
that.
was it oh, it
Yeah,
was
it
horse.
was
Yeah,
horse.
it was.
It was, and I'm sitting there going,
And a
"What?"
sushi?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm going, "Lord, what is going?" It was quite delicious.
Even
by
though
the way.
sushi is,
I
it
know.
was quite delicious.
Tell me all the tea.
And
Tell
so
me more.
this is why we started Nations of Neighbors.
You out here.
And so,
saying this whole
but
sushi
I
thing.
ate that whole meal. We had such a great time with the leaders there at Paz. We love you so much, Ruber family. But here's the deal.
Yes.
That changed me. Now, once a month, something happens in our family where I go, Jodi, tonight we're going to do something wild.
Wegman sushi.
And I say, we are going to go to get Wegman sushi.
I thought you were going to say we're going to go find a horse.
Yo, I offered y'all chickens last night.
I say, Jodi, put on your chaps. We're going to go find us a horse. No, I would never eat horse in America. It'd be horrible. But here, no, there's something about, like even Jesus in Luke 10, one of our
Yeah.
favorite chapters.
Yeah.
You said this, they see the harvest.
Yeah.
When you go on a BASICGO trip, when you get outside of your comfort zone, and I'm going to ask you amazing leaders about our upcoming summer 2022 trips.
Yes.
Because they're going to be fabulous in the States, abroad. It's going to be crazy. But when you get outside of your own comfort zone, which Jesus was doing in Luke 10, he was sending out his team. He knew that they were going to see the harvest.
Yes.
Come on.
And he knew, like, because until that moment, the disciples were following Jesus and kind of like watching him do stuff and be like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
We ate bread today. There was so much bread.
And
Like,
hummus.
but now Jesus is saying, no, now you're going to go
Yes.
out and
Right.
you're going to provide bread.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be back
Ooh.
here and I'm going to send you out and you're going to be the ones facing the gap
Yeah.
of here's reality, here's the kingdom of heaven. Someone needs to bring this reality
Yes.
into the earthly reality.
Oof.
That's on you guys. And that's what happens in BASICGO. BASICGO is we're so immersed in our own world. BASICGO allows you that was a short-term trip that Jesus did in Luke 10. It allows you that like chance to get outside of yourself
Oh my word.
and be the hands and feet of Jesus in an amazing way.
That's
So
exactly what we're about.
That's what we're doing.
Exactly what we're about.
and then check us out. When you come back from a short-term trip, something's changed in your mindset.
You see the people around you.
Now all of a sudden you go, I don't have to do this just in Mexico or Louisiana or Japan. I could do this every day with the people.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. That's what we
Come
want them
on,
to get.
that's the goal of BASICGO. Now I want to ask y'all, what is going on this summer? Sadly, we did have to cancel our stuff. Wasn't happy about it. Hashtag COVID. I'm not sure if you ever heard of it. Look it up online. Lots of stuff online.
Stay
about
positive,
it.
test
negative.
That was my moment.
That's so good. That's gonna be my first tat right here. Stay positive, test negative. Ooh, vaccine. Ouch. That hurts. But tell us about. I mean, you guys have already booked and planned summer 2022.
Yes,
So
we
unveil
have.
it right now on the Basic Podcast for the first time ever. We're announcing where we're going. Dates are still being worked out, but understand summer 2022. We are going to hit it with us.
Do you want me to go first, or you
go
want to go
ahead.
first?
Hit 'em.
We'll start internationally because we have international and stateside
Drum roll.
options. Because it's not just going overseas; it's here too, locally.
We're doing local and international.
Okay, so the first one is Tanzania.
Tanzania. Woo!
An amazing country.
This one is crazy, but if you're listening to this, you need to sign up right away because there are only 4 slots.
It's a really, really small
4
trip.
slots. And this is why, because where you're going to be going, you're going to be in this souped up, like,
SUV.
the SUV vehicle that can go, like, through the waters
The
and through the
bush.
crazy. So we can only take as many people as we can fit in this vehicle.
Yo, it's going to be
And you're going to be going with some amazing missionaries. They're a young couple who are
Love them.
fantastic.
They're amazing.
And you're going to be going and visiting villages and seeing people who don't know Jesus, or they're like a nomadic tribe. And so that's why you need this vehicle. You're going to be going through like rivers that have hippos in them.
Yeah.
And they
Hippos,
like
people.
honk the
Hippos.
horn so the
Hippos.
hippos won't like jump out at them
Yeah.
Hippos.
as they go through. So that's Tanzania.
Hippos.
Hip hop hop.
Hip hop anonymous.
Hippopotamus Christmas. That's a hippopotamus blue.
Oh no.
No one around the
Okay, so-
Are you going to sing it in the karaoke machine?
Okay, y'all. So that's number 1, Tanzania. Number
Number
2.
two.
Let's
We'll
go.
do a
Let's do a domestic
stateside.
one.
Do a domestic.
Let's do a
y'all,
domestic one.
We are going to New Orleans. Y'all, we are going
Bet.
to New
Some of that
Orleans.
gumbo.
Bet.
Come on.
Gumbo, crawfish, Lil Wayne.
Bet.
Hey, shout out.
Listen, we are going to go there and get ourselves educated
Thank you.
Yes.
on everything that is happening. I went there when I was in college. I served there. I saw
Let's go.
lives change.
Let's
We are
go.
going to be serving at-risk communities.
Yes.
Oh, come on. This is going to be so
from
good.
all over. And we're going to be serving the homeless. And
Oh,
we're going to
come
be
on.
doing treasure hunts, prayer,
Yes.
all sorts of
Yes.
things. I've helped people get married in New Orleans.
Did you really?
Yes.
Wow.
Like, how'd you help them?
There was
Were you
this
the
couple.
witness, or you like?
They needed a witness.
No
Were you in like a
way.
courthouse, or
No,
where
we
were
were
you?
in the streets. The
This
French
is
Quarter.
amazing. I've never heard this
I
story
helped
before.
people get engaged in New Orleans. I was standing there trying to take my own
Yeah,
business,
yeah.
take my
What is
picture,
going on?
and this man was like, "Can you actually take some pictures of me and my girl?
Yeah.
She's about to come up here and think that she's gonna see her grandma for the first
Wow.
time in a while, but she's actually gonna see me." And then y'all,
Was she
I'll show
disappointed?
y'all
Was she
pictures.
disappointed
So-
a little bit?
No, she was
She
really
thought
nice.
she was going to see Graham, though.
Okay,
Grandma
wait.
was there, but the whole family was there.
Okay.
And I had my little
Oh,
cannon.
okay,
I
that's
didn't know how to
pretty
use
cool.
it
That's
either.
pretty
That was
cool.
my
So,
first
so
time
if you're listening, if you're a young adult
Yeah, I'm
listening,
listening.
maybe you're
I'm
in
listening.
love and you're
am.
like, it might be time, or maybe you're wanting that
Yes.
romantic spark. It sounds like New Orleans.
New Orleans, Louisiana is going to be an amazing
So
trip.
if you're a young adult and you're like feeling the love bug, it might be New Orleans for you.
I am.
You are?
Let's go on that trip together.
Okay. Ooh, hello.
Hey. Okay, so we have Tanzania.
Yep.
Yes.
We have New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's our next trip for Basic Go?
Vietnam.
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 Now, if I remember correctly, Vietnam was going to happen not this summer, last summer.
Yes.
We couldn't do it because hashtag COVID,
Yes.
the Rona, it's all crazy. But
Craziness.
we're going back again.
We
Tell us
are
about
going
that
back.
one real quick.
So you're going to be serving at an international church. They have like almost
It's 30 plus different
30 plus
nationalities.
different
It's
nationalities
all
that
these
you're
amazing
being
nations
able to
together.
interact with and doing local ministry, which will be fantastic.
It's amazing.
And what's
It's
the last one?
And then the last
amazing.
one, y'all, California.
Cali.
Hey,
California.
California. Okay, we were doing a little bit different there. You went Katy
Anyways.
Perry. I went Snoop D-O double G, I think.
Oh,
Wasn't
well,
there also Hotel
Actually-
California?
Yeah. Okay. You went. Okay. Cool.
I went like scary.
I like
and
You
I
went-
like a
But
She
California.
went kind of Lil Nas X on us, a little demonic.
Stop it.
And then we went a little bit more Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We are going to be doing some crazy stuff in California.
California's
We're
gonna
going
be
to be
crazy.
partnering with our awesome family out there, the Carry
Yes.
the Love team.
Shout out Carrie the Love Team.
Yes,
Carrie.
Circuit Riders.
We love you.
We love you. We are
Real
going to be
talk.
hanging with some of my best buds out there and just serving that community, seeing, watching,
Yes.
learning. It's going to be so good. Literally, y'all, you could pick any of these trips and you would not be losing.
That's
It's gonna be crazy. So the dates are still being solidified. We're gonna have the website up. It's not ready at this moment, but come as soon as school starts, we're gonna have all that ready to go so you can sign up.
Yeah.
Now here's the deal. As you know, after every podcast, we end our podcast saying one word together.
Do
Yep.
I say it too?
Yeah, you
All
say it.
three of
Okay.
us. So I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna say a
Oh,
word.
I was gonna
It
say it
has
right
to
now.
be a word that represents what we talked about
Yeah.
on this
I
podcast.
got it.
Ooh, ooh.
What does this podcast mean to you?
Okay.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Name
Horse.
cheese.
I almost said horse, but I went with sushi. That was my second
Are
one.
you kidding me?
We love y'all.
Peace and blessings, y'all.
1, 2, 3, let's go.